episode 6 of Doctor Who.
Episode 6 already.
I know. We've signed up full time. Rose on
Yeah.
board.
Yes, we have indeed.
What do you think you're doing this week?
Right, I do have an idea.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see the return of a familiar face.
What do you think that face might be?
Might be a Dalek.
Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we'll find out. Regarding spoilery titles, we've had some comments.
Right.
What we'll probably do is start that next season.
I was actually... Next season?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna suggest after this episode, but actually... Yeah, no, you know what? You have best judgment, so...
I think next season we'll probably start that.
Yeah.
And we'll probably hide all of them as well, so that you never know what is coming up.
Yeah, we did that a while ago.
Yeah.
But we kind of stopped.
We stopped for the Seventh Doctor's era, most of it, because... Or at least the last few stories, because I was just like, well, there's nothing. So...
But yeah.
And I don't think there's anything in this first series either. But I think we'll start again next series.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so straight away we're arriving.
2012.
Oh, wow.
That's so close, I should be 26.
It's a historical, technically.
It's a retroactive historical. And not even that historical, really.
A space museum?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is Living's arm,
Oh, yes. I remember that head, and I remember this scene.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're familiar with this episode?
Kind of, yeah, it's... yeah.
Enemy.
Security, that's who. They're gonna need help. Well,
I love how there was just an entire
squad.
just round the corner, like waiting for him to touch them.
That's where they, that's where they have their break, just in the next room.
Right.
And they probably have like a camera setup or something. Yeah, as I thought.
It wasn't a surprise
Robert
anyway.
Shearman. No, not a surprise. And I just had a feeling.
Attention all personnel. Battle 1 descending. Battle 1 descending.
Joe Ahern.
Yeah.
Ahern.
Yeah, Rob Shearman, obviously.
Oh wait. Oh, Chimes of Midnight. Wow. Okay.
You're fired. Get ready. Revive his memory. Put him on the road. Memphis, Minneapolis, somewhere beginning with M.
Sir, with respect, there's something more urgent. We arrested 2 intruders.
Do you think this guy is important?
No.
Yeah, in the middle. Okay.
Is it talking?
What?
And what's it doing?
Screaming. Is that any good?
Have you thought why that might be?
It's a channel something, I think maybe.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Really, what's wrong?
Was it dangerous? It's advanced that owns the internet.
Don't be stupid, no one owns the internet.
Let's just be the whole world. I've had to take the power down. The Metaltron is resting. Metaltron. Thought of it myself.
Metaltron.
Good, isn't it? Impressive.
Alright, I remembered this, but for people watching this for the first time, what a way to ruin the surprise.
Oh, in the
Yes,
episode
them-
title.
yes.
You didn't say it was the episode title.
Oh, and that instantly.
Impossible.
Yeah. Ooh. So one survived.
Fantastic! Fantastic! All of us. Look at you. The great space dustbin. How does it feel?
After all the pain that they've caused him, this is it.
I watched it happen. I made it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, he pretty much did that in remembrance.
That's not what he's talking about.
Oh.
The end of the last great time war.
Oh.
Everyone lost.
And the coward
Ah, so there's even more to it then. No. Wasn't even in the vocabulary bank.
It is not registered in my vocabulary bank.
So I guess Scarrow didn't have all of the Daleks then.
Dalek.
I overestimated. Or underestimated. I love how they're just focusing on the eye.
Good directing.
It's
Really what an intense
the most
start.
emotional Dalek has ever been.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny saying.
Are you and him
No, we're just friends.
good?
Why is that good?
Just this?
I mean, you've got these bits in metal and stuff, but Mr. Fenton.
Nah, I don't think.
Yeah. They did ask.
Final battle between my people and the Dalek race. But you survived too. Dalek is
Right, we have to have something on the Time War. Because they just keep on going without focusing on it.
Two hearts. Binary
Yes!
Oh, I am so
Okay.
bad at this. So that's your secret.
Just casually throwing that in there.
Stuff you scavenge.
We're slowly building up what we
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
Centuries. All it took was
Or what many people didn't know.
Yeah.
use a creature in your dungeon is better than you. In that case, I will be true to myself and continue.
Listen to me. That thing downstairs is gonna kill every last one of us.
It's not gonna listen. Yeah, Van Statten is kind of villain 101. Aside from, of course. Well,
Well, it's comparing the two, isn't it? Is this episode?
yeah, a little bit.
No, we can help.
Oh man, the morals, the moral dilemmas.
Bruce, no!
That's all. That's all that was needed.
What you gonna do? Sucker me to death.
Oh, oh my gosh! I can't remember the last time that was used. In any way.
I don't think it ever has been.
I think in like Dalek Invasion or something, they used it to open a door. Maybe.
Oh yeah, they've used it as not to kill anyone.
No. Oh, it's loose then. Yeah. It's got a bronzy colour this time. Yeah, no more Imperials and Renegades.
No.
Not for now, anyway. They might come back. I don't know. Oh, right. Again. Oh, and it's all brand new.
Comparing.
Again, this is new stuff.
That Dalek just absorbed the entire internet. Knows everything.
Oh, wow.
Just got so many memes.
Oh, there we go. The Daleks back to its destructive ways.
After that many memes, I would be too.
Oh.
Same remembrance effect.
Okay. But. Oof. Yeah, it's a little more visceral in the visual.
What is?
What? And it's
Yeah.
it's multi-part turning around.
It's modular.
Modular. That's the word I was trying to think of. They must have upgraded for the Time War then. Well, it has like a force field as well, a protective.
Mm.
There's no one to hear him. Oh, that is creepy. I don't remember that at all.
Give guns to the technicians, the lawyers, anyone, everyone. Only then have you got a chance of killing it.
A rocket launcher would probably be the most effective.
Yes.
Or
Where's Ace?
or an electrically charged baseball bat.
Incoming smoke!
Oh no, is it gonna... And just like Remembrance... Oh, we're gonna see it floating. Yep. Yeah. Ah, yeah, we don't even
Great expert, Doc. Anything different is wrong. It's the ultimate in racial cleansing. And you, Van Statten, you let it loose.
Van Stan. He really, yeah, doesn't even deserve the full name.
Aim for the dome, the head, the eyepiece. That's the weak spot. Thank you, Doctor, but I think I know how to fight one single tin robot. Decision?
Maybe in the past, but not this one.
There's so many remembrance parallels. I don't remember all of these. Like even
Yeah, I
that guy
suppose
saying,
the armed like soldiers and stuff.
yeah, even that guy saying, "I think I know how to handle it."
Doctor, I assure you these men are hand-picked. They can deal with anything.
Aim for
Was
the
that?
eyepiece. That's exactly like the guy in Remembrance. Yeah.
Aim for the eyepiece!
You know, Ace saying the ultimate in racial cleansings. That's a line.
She said that too.
Well, you can tell that Daleks are into racial purity.
Oh, and then, yeah, it has like a pupil too. They've really got the details this time.
Right at me.
So it's just a sort of...
Like it knows me.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole. That was the whole cause of this.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a change. Oh, what? Oh, that's that. If you needed a Dalek introduction,
For a new strategy, maybe
that's
we should
it.
consider abandoning this place.
Right.
What's your next?
Okay, that kind of explains.
Daleks extinct. Rid the universe of your filth. Why don't you just die? You would make a good Dalek.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
not having fun anymore.
No. No. But,
Oh,
but this
boy.
this is years, decades of
Centuries in his case.
centuries of pent up rage.
And then the Time War on top of that.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking of what we've seen. Again, Genesis.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, gotta close in time. Well, I mean that's I don't know, maybe that's too
No,
that's
I
too
think
big
you've
a
got
specific.
it. No, you're right.
Well, I don't know, there's a lot of these kinds of scenes, like, oh, you gotta close the thing before it you know, it's too late.
Now,
Sorry. I said I'd protect her. It was the prize of my collection. Your collection?
Oh yeah?
But was it worth it? Worth all those men's deaths? Worth Rose?
Or technically.
What are you waiting for?
Well, actually,
I killed her once. I can't do it again.
There we go. There we go.
And blow.
And the Doctor's back to using weapons.
yeah.
Action movie
It
Doctor.
does tend to be Dalek's episodes where he picks up a gun, doesn't it?
That's true.
I think maybe this raid has been around for a while.
Want freedom.
Well, you're in America.
Freedom's just a few stories up.
Does it feel?
Ah, it's so strange. A Dalek with emotions and inquisitive, and an actual Dalek.
I've got to do this. I've got to end it. I couldn't. I wasn't.
And even they... That's it.
Take him away, wipe his memory, and leave him by the road someplace.
Do you listen to me? I am Henry Van Stat.
Adam was saying that all his life he wanted to see the stars.
It's time to go and stand outside then.
He's going to
It's sunny.
He did that.
He left you down there.
What did you?
I'll never get tired of people
What are you doing standing inside a box?
not getting the TARDIS. It's alright. This episode was alright. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're only 6 episodes in and Doctor Who's already getting philosophical on it about its own history. It's the perfect Dalek story. It's like a study of them
Yes.
and what they're all about, and then turning that around. Oh,
the comparison of, you know, the switch over where the Dalek and the Doctor almost swap
Yes.
over.
yeah. No, the Doctor doesn't actually get to be an action hero. That entire thing is questioned.
The idea of you know, characters swapping roles we've discussed before in Rob Shearman's work.
Yes, the Chimes of Midnight.
You
Exactly.
can tell it's almost the same writer.
Little glimpses, I guess, but it wasn't particularly on my mind with this one.
No, but I picked it up this time. I was like, oh,
Sure.
it's an idea that he's kind of looked into before. And it works really well here. The comparison between the Dalek and the Doctor, the Dalek and Van Staten, and
Yeah.
the swapping around of
Yeah.
what makes a Dalek a Dalek. Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah. Although Van Staten was kind of generic, like villain.
a little bit.
times
Yeah,
to me. Yeah.
fair enough.
You know, felt a bit too like, I'm going to do this and the world will be mine. You know. I mean, not that Doctor Who hasn't had that before,
Greed.
but they usually put a thing on it. Greed, sure. Yeah, and just doing things because.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's instinct.
A bit more about the Time War. We learned.
Yes, the Time War. This is getting really interesting. Knowing more and more about it, because yeah, I thought that the Daleks were done with Remembrance when the Doctor blew up their home planet.
Yeah. So
Turns out there was a few more, and I guess that also could explain the opening of the movie. When the Doctor's like, oh, the Master was on trial in Skaro. Oh no,
so,
not
yeah.
maybe Skaro 2. That's where this trial might have taken place.
I guess that kind of.
This is
explains
filling in
that.
a lot of gaps.
But there's a theory that the events of Remembrance of the Daleks could have started the Time War.
Yeah.
Or even going back further, the events of Genesis, the Time Lords instructing the Doctor to go and avert their creation, could be the event that starts this Time War.
That's reasonable. That sounds like a reasonable explanation. Theory. This episode didn't really feel... I don't know, it didn't feel too much like an episode, Doctor Who. It was more just taking a step back and like an analysis.
A video essay.
The second
of the
half
Daleks.
really was just them delving into that.
Yeah.
It really was, you know.
Yeah.
There wasn't...
Fair enough.
You know, I know, yeah, it's just... Yeah, this video, the reaction part of this video is just going to be me, like, just thinking about it. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
You would make a good Dalek is so good, I think.
Yeah,
Really,
I mean,
really
initially that kind of felt like a funny line, but then
Yeah, you
actually
think about
no, that's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Doctor, yeah, we're seeing more of this Doctor's emotional range.
Oh yeah.
Is
the acting from Christopher Eccleston is
fantastic, yeah.
like nothing we've seen from him before.
Yeah.
Or really any Doctor that much. A little bit of Colin maybe. In Trial, and yeah, maybe a little bit, bits and bobs from others, but yeah, really
Again,
goes a bit mad here.
Absolutely, but you know what? You know, the Daleks have been one of his greatest enemies.
Feels earned.
And the fact that it's a final showdown.
It wouldn't work with any other
between
villain.
the final Time Lord, the final Dalek. It's like, it's the ultimate face-off.
And again, notice how we didn't explicitly really reference anything. Even bringing up the creator, we just say a madman.
Yeah,
Davros isn't named.
No
mention. Still no mention.
No,
of Skaro,
I think
nothing like that.
Yeah, I think for introducing people to the show, that's the better choice.
Yeah,
because you're not throwing tons of names and you expect people to know what they all are or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you are, if you grew up with Doctor Who before, or like me, you've just been through them all, you know exactly what they're talking about. It works on both ways.
Directing, you pointed out, I think was really strong for this.
Yeah, a lot of the directing choices were really, really good. And they were just really good.
Regarding the name, I know that upset you.
The name, well, it didn't upset me. I was just saying that it would, that it gives things away.
Yes.
But then again,
I showed it. I only decided to show you the title after you correctly predicted what was going on, and you knew what the episode was.
Well, basically,
and I'm sorry for that, but
not the entire. Not absolutely everything, but I did know the episode Dalek, where they find a Dalek.
They had a lot of trouble getting used to the Daleks in the new series because the Terry Nation state were like
they own the Dalek.
They own the Daleks.
Wow.
They didn't know if they could get the Daleks. Obviously, they're such a huge staple of the show.
Can you imagine if they couldn't?
I mean, they prepared for it. They did prepare for not getting the Daleks, as we'll see in the special features. But it was specifically in the episode title because just to generate excitement, In the same way,
that makes sense.
Look, guys, we've got the Daleks back. Mid-season, it's like the mid-season kick.
Could have been the last Cyberman.
They
could still get the rights to that.
I feel like the Time War would be less of a epic thing that it is right now. It would have been less of a satisfying explanation of what it was.
Yes, we had a Cyberman head, which to me looks like it was more recent.
It was from
more recent.
It was from Revenge of the Cybermen, I think.
Yeah, I figured it would be that mid-era. Yeah, that was a nice little reference, I guess.
Rob Shearman, bringing this back, Big Finish writer, obviously from Chimes of Midnight. He wrote a different Big Finish story called Jubilee, which this is based on.
Oh.
And it's the one. A while ago I said there was another Rob Shearman one that I was going to.
You told me about.
I considered listening to that one with you.
Yeah.
But because this is based on it, I thought I'd leave it for this. Despite how great this episode is, I think Jubilee is better.
Okay.
It's the Sixth Doctor and Evelyn one.
I
think there's Jubilee is just stellar on a whole other level that you can't really do on a 45-minute episode of the TV show.
This episode did feel quite driven by dialogue.
Yeah.
Aside from the moments where the Dalek emerges and exterminates everyone, there are definitely visual-driven scenes in this, but a lot of the more impactful moments were of dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Without spoiling Jubilee too much, in case you do want to go and listen to it, obviously.
I'm curious now that I
recommend it. There's scenes from that are almost directly lifted and placed in this. The scene where Rose goes into the Dalek and feels sorry for it because it's being tortured. It's almost exactly the same.
Right. So this is essentially remaking that.
Yeah, well, that's what Rob Shearman was asked. Russell T Davies said, I love Jubilee. Could you adapt it into something that we can put on TV?
Okay, that has slightly altered my view on it. I don't hate it now. Don't worry.
Well, now I think it's rubbish.
Yeah. No. I don't know if Jubilee is a Dalek story, if it's a different creature, but for the purposes of this, it works very well.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, yeah, this might be on par with Rose. Possibly. Yeah.
It's different to the last 4 stories that we've had.
Yeah, it's
Really
less
different.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost as if it's saying, okay, Doctor Who can be fun, but also...
We can also do the
it can delve a
drama.
little deeper. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I thought we were just going to be kicking back. Well, I mean, I knew this episode was coming, but, you know, I guess from here
You
on
thought
out...
it'd be a nice relaxing Dalek story
instead
of the usual.
I didn't expect... Look, okay, I knew this episode was coming up, but I didn't remember how much it goes into, you know, the themes. You know, I thought... I wasn't expecting it to be light-hearted and jolly, but I just figured, you know, we've had a lot of good setup, you know, so we're just getting into the tune of Doctor Who. And they went far into it this time.
9.
Right.
9 from me, 8 from you. Okay. Yes. Good. Excellent stuff. Maintaining high standards.
Absolutely. This is like the best season we've had in a while. Well, the last one that we watched was similar, but in terms of a general where the show's at, this is the best it's been at.
It's the best of the new series. Oh God, nearly forgot. Adam.
New character who is possibly now a companion, unless he decides that he just wants to leave straight away in the next one. I don't know.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we spoke about that.
He's the most important aspect of the show.
Clearly. Alright, we'll join you for episode 7?
Yes.
Next time.
Yeah, episode 7.